explaining hypnotherapy is a trigger. During the hypnotic procedure, phenomena occasionally evoke memories from the past. And if these memories are traumatic or painful, it can lead to the person becoming upset. These triggers are repressed emotions, can be vital, auditory, gustatory, tactile, or even a mass combination. The abreactions of this is where people find out what that is. So with a lot of people, when they say I'm triggered, instead of saying I'm triggered and making that the problem, the idea is instead of having that being the problem, is how you change that trigger so that you don't get triggered. This is the issue. Everybody seems to want to be triggered, but they shouldn't want to be. The idea is you should be able to know that if something triggers you, is that you should be able to handle it and know that the person is using it or making you feel a certain way. So the idea of gaslighting would be an example. That could trigger someone, or someone could, certain reasons they could shout at you when you've done something wrong in a workplace or at school, and because you've had that as a problem when you were a child, it triggers you back to the times you were being told off as a kid and you got upset about it. So triggers, and you hear about this, oh that's my trigger, or this is my, this is my warning, or this is what, you're triggering me. It shouldn't be seen as a thing of proudness that you've got a trigger. The idea is you should be going to therapy to get it reframed so you don't get triggered. So people can get triggered or they get angry. If they get angry or they get triggered, they've lost their consciousness, they've lost their battle of who they are. They also get very much emotionally upset, which then also causes them to act out, which then leads to violence and so forth. So again, think about the word trigger as actually think of the word trigger with a gun. So if you've got a trigger with a gun, if you're playing with a trigger, lightness, it will go off. So the word trigger is, I think some people are misusing it in social media. So I'm trying to explain that with trigger, you have it, but the idea is if you go to therapy, especially hypnotherapy, you would get it reframed and changed. And I'm going to explain about reframing what that is.